Hello everyone, welcome to the Xbox Gaming channel. It is September and that means it is time for the biggest football game ever, the yearly title from EA. And for the last 30 years or so, it was called FIFA, like you all know. FIFA 13, 16, 17, 20, 22, 23, you name it, just add a number. But this year, everything is different. Well, will it? Well, at least what's in the name? EA and FIFA just got divorced, and FIFA is no longer FIFA, but the newest football title is called EA Sports FC 24. Well, there must be great amount of inspiration in putting that new title on it, but well, okay, it's clear it's a football game. And it's the football game for the next season, which just started everywhere. So, well, I'm curious what has changed besides the title, because it should be a good opportunity to change things, to spice things up. But, well, I don't know yet. I'm going to show you in this video some of the biggest changes from FIFA 23 to EA Sports FC 24, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Well, the first thing that you'll notice here is that FC 24 just got a brand new look, and it is a simple but very likable menu. It's pretty easy, it's accessible, it looks good with this flashy green color. So that's a plus for me. It's just pretty simple. Everyone can choose whether to go into Volta, play Ultimate Team, to start a career, or whatever you want. So the menus are pretty decent to me, and that's a big plus. So no more fancy layers, weird choices, and stuff like that. Just plain and simple. And some sub-menus here. Well, it actually speaks for itself. But now, what is changed in this game besides the menu and the look it got? One of the things that's some sort of new is the team strategy, which you have to pick. So if you're becoming a manager, you have to pick a team strategy, which is kind of like the baseline on your tactical vision. And I like passing a lot. I don't like fancy stuff. I just use the space on the field and pass from one to another, mostly by first touch if I can. So maybe this one is the ideal for me, the tiki-taka. But you can change vision to other stuff, just what suits your style. What's combined with this style is that you can make up a training plan for your whole squad, for your starter 11, but also for individual players. So it follows your tactical vision, and you can choose to change the plan accordingly to how well a player performs on this plan. So if they are fit, if they are sharp, everything's cool. So as you see here, there's one player, Tahirovic, which isn't as sharp, and so maybe I need to choose a different strategy on him to boost up his stats. And this is a pretty cool in-depth feature. So it really connects the training plans with the performance they got in the game. So that's pretty awesome. You really get to an in-depth view of how to manage a squad. just by playing games, but also more around games and training stuff. So I really like that. Except that feature, there isn't anything in Manager Career that's changed a lot. You just have to scout and train. The only thing which is connected to the training plan is that you have trainers available, which you can see here. They divided your squad in attack, midfield, defense, and goalkeeping, and you can hire coaches and trainers to boost them. So if you see right here, I got an expert on my attackers, as long as 2 other coaches, but the best one will be in the lead. So that's what you see here. And this way you can boost a separate division of your squad depending on what they need. Of course, it costs money. It's a weekly wage which you have to choose from. So you cannot just put in experts like this one, Jan Vogt. He's the very best, 5-star everything. So yeah, a no-brainer just to hire him. But here you can just pick one up and say, okay, well, you've got stats to focus on midfield too, and you can just combine stuff. So that's combined with the training plan. It's a pretty cool in-depth feature in the career. But apart from that, Manager Career isn't changed at all. So don't get your hopes up. There's not very much different than in FIFA 23. Well, I'm a fan of career, so I'm gonna play a little bit of my career, which I started, and I'm gonna show you some things. And one of the things that pops up is player agent, and in this case, a person called D. de Graaf is my player agent, and he is guiding me in my career and my development, and that's pretty cool. If you choose to look at what he says, you can see how you are in your current contract. Yeah, I choose Ajax. I'm sorry. It are hard times. It's definitely fucked up right now, but okay, that's life, I guess. We will be on top again. I don't know when, but well, okay. They need to clean out, I think, the whole football club right now, but I just thought, let me just choose my favorite club and maybe I can do better. So yeah, here you see my target team. You can choose a target team and work your way up in your development to see whether you have to improve several things, and you see some recommendations from your agents. So there are some clubs which are interested in my player, and you can make them a target club or not. That's up to you, but you can see some guidelines on how to shape up your career. Another thing in player career is activities. You can see that I got some decisions to make. Call in on an injured teammate expires in 55 days. And player of the month expires in 1 day. So let's just pick this one because these 3 themes will have an influence on how your personality is as a player. So you can choose to react in a certain way and develop one of these 3 styles more than the other, or just choose a balanced way. It's up to you. Some heartbeat points, maverick points, and virtuoso points are processed, and well, that's it actually. So I'm not sure why they added this in the game in the first place, because it's not, yeah, it's not very in-depth, let me say it that way. There's also some investments. There's not anything available right now, but you can choose to invest in stuff like an esports team or a phone app. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just a weird sideline attempt at some sort of story mode or something. Well, it's, no. I'm not like it very much, but, well, okay.
And coming right up, we have live coverage of this Dutch Eredivisie fixture. Can he put it in? In it goes!
No, that was a quick one. I actually hate the stadium vibrations. It kind of make me feel sick or something, but yeah. Here's the audience. At least they're not doing the same in the whole area, so I think that's cool. There are some waving flags and stuff which are exactly the same, so that's not very cool, but I think graphic-wise, well, the game is pretty cool.
Well, if you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. And he takes it on. In it goes! To alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round.
So this is the new Hypermotion 5 technology. And you see if there's scored a goal, it just shows you different stats on with this technology is working. And in essence, they just captured data from real-time matches to make players look more natural, and it is awesome. It's just, I don't know why they got from Hypermotion 2 to Hypermotion 5, but well, okay, they skipped some numbers. But yeah, I clearly notice a difference, and I think the slow-mo images you get after a goal are just great. So I really enjoy the Hypermotion part of this game. It's just, in essence, well, at least known players are behaving in a way I can just recognize them on the field. It's just natural, and it feels good.
And they've given back possession easily.
This is also new, some sort of first-person perspective on the referee once you get to hand off a card, or you behave in a way that's not a good thing, like I just did, for the purpose of this video, of course, but I like it. It just gives another fresh perspective on a football game.
A well-earned victory.
Look at my hair dancing, man. I am so awesome. Look at it. Which shampoo am I using? I need that. I love it. So this is basically the same as in other titles, except I think they are putting some more focus on cutscenes in player careers, as you see here. It's nothing new, but it's just like you see more variation of these cutscenes, and I sort of got the feeling that they used them to cover up the empty hole that the story mode, the journey, left, because that's not in the game essentially. So, well, it's not quite a story mode, of course, but it's cool. It's graphically okay. It's visual. There's stuff happening inside the locker room with coaches on the field and that sort of stuff. So, well, pretty cool cutscenes. I like them a lot, and it shows them a lot about the events around the football game itself instead of only the things that happen on the field. And yeah, my hair is the best in the game. So pick that haircut. So then there's, of course, Volta Football, but I actually experiencing some sort of quite annoying bug in which I cannot load up the game mode. So EA, come on, just fix this up. Maybe one of you got a fix for this, but I'm just not getting in Volta. And that's a real bummer because, well, it is a big part of the content of FC24. And as you see here, there was an error. And I'm trying again, and still doesn't work. So yeah, that's pretty sad. I hope EA will fix this. I think some people online mentioned they got the same issue, so I hope you will be okay. But as I read on the internet, there isn't anything really changed in Volta. So for this video, it's okay. But well, it's a bummer for me. For now. Then we got Ultimate Team, and they made a couple changes over there, so let's take a look. Well, as you see, there are women in Ultimate Team, and that's one of the biggest changes, that you can combine women with men on the pitch. So firstly, it felt kind of weird to me, but okay, it's a game mode based on player cards, and you can play with that icons. So, well, yeah, why not put woman and man on the same pitch? And the more I got used to it, the more I liked it, because every year I'm trying to find myself the right combination of players. And now you get to have a whole lot of options, because you can put women on your team and they're basically weight the same as men. So women on your pitch, like this one, do have the same value as men. So she's an 88 and she's pretty good. So that means they're not weaker, they're not slower, they're very usable extra options for your ultimate team. So the chemistry works a bit different here. They can connect through clubs and nationalities, but you just got a lot of more options to create your ultimate team. And I like that they give women more and more a place in football. So this one is a big plus to me. So that's pretty awesome. You also see these green cards. This one is this also a new feature, which is called Evolutions, and I'm gonna show you. This is maybe the second biggest change in this football game. Basically, you can pick players that you evolve through going to objectives and checking objectives. In this one, you get real boost for passing, physical shooting, and 3 more. So you can basically turn a bronze player into a player with the stats of a gold one. It gives you another goal in matches. So in this one, if you want to evolve this one, you got 3 levels of evolvement. I just finished the first, which gave him 2 extra points overall. And I'm now beginning to the level 2 challenges. And for example, it is about scoring goals or playing games or whatever challenge you need. But you can make okay players into pretty great players, which will not cost you any money. So you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you can just evolve your own. It's like Pokemon, right? It's just evolution. I think it's pretty awesome, and it's a very in-depth addition. So combined with the addition of women in the game, I think Ultimate Team in FC24 has got the biggest evolution I've seen in the last couple of years. So I'm pretty excited for it. And the last new thing that is added to Ultimate Team is that there are, instead of icons, there are now heroes on the field, and they are in special packs. I haven't seen them yet, so I'm not sure if they're active right now, but they're some kind of legends based on the Marvel universe, including, for example, Sure Shot Wesley Snyder, or Captain Company from Vincent Company, and just a reference of Captain America, of course. And they got pretty awesome hero cards. So there's a bit more fantasy added. There's a bit more. They're striving a bit more off the path of reality by adding women, heroes, and all these stuff, which will make it a more creative mode than it was before. So I think Ultimate Team is by far the most changed game mode in the FC24, and I like the changes they made.
I'm sure that's been
Gameplay-wise, I think the game pretty much suits my playstyle. I don't know why, but the difficulty I'm putting my game on is, by average, I think 1 level higher than I normally would put them on. So I'm not getting any better, I'm sure of that. So it must be by the fact that the gameplay is just feels a bit more natural to me or something. Oh wow, just scoring an early goal right there. For example, I like to pass my way around, and if I can, by first touch. So, and that works pretty well in this game. On the other hand, there's not so much focus on pace as it was before. Here you see the hypermotion element in action, which I really like also, by the way. But so it's not really about pace, it's not really about one thing, but it's just a bit more natural and realistic in gameplay, and I think it just suits my playstyle. So if this is your playstyle, the gameplay might suit you as well. Defending still isn't that top-notch as it should be. Same as for goalkeepers, they're just really annoying at points, but yeah. Okay, nothing groundbreaking bad or something. I think the gameplay is just pretty stable. It's just one of the best football games there is still, because yeah, there isn't any competition. And that's why I think they're getting a bit lazy in some kind of developments in this game, but yeah, the gameplay is just okay. It's decent. I like the new cutscenes, like this one is just another point of view, another perspective on football, and yeah, I like it. It's just fancy. It's cool. So, okay, I think these were the most changed aspects of the game, of FC24 in comparison to FIFA 23. Not too much difference in career modes, especially, well, there are some training changes, like the training plans and the coaches for attackers, midfielders, defenders and goalkeepers, which adding a lot of depth. So, well, that's a good thing. Graphic-wise, the game looks pretty awesome. And did I mention my haircut? It's just great. I think players look cool, move natural. Cutscenes are great and fancy. So that's a good part too. I also like the agent, which is added to career mode. It's not that big a change, but just a detail that it's working pretty well. And I think the main differences in the game is in Ultimate Team. So the addition of women makes me pretty excited because women's football is marching up, man. So they've done a great job in interfering with the men's world of football, and it's great that you have so many more good options for making your ultimate team just by adding these women, which are pretty good. So that's great. And another thing I really like in FIFA Ultimate Team are the evolutions. So without paying the extra coin or the real cash, you can boost your players and let them evolve to work on your ultimate team instead of just packing cards and playing challenges and objectives. So I'm really, really glad about the changes they made in Ultimate Team. I definitely like them a lot. I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed about the bug in the Volta game mode. So EA, I hope you will fix this for me in the next couple of weeks or days, I hope. In the basics, it is a pretty decent game. It's got a fancy new look, a fresh vibe, and Ultimate Team just rocks for me this year. So well done, but there's still some work to do, and for that I'm appointing a 6.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you played the game or if you decided not to play it and why. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to watch some new videos once they go online. Thank you, and I'll see you on the field.